The forecast called for no rain, but this is Colorado, so of course it's raining. Welcome into Game 2 of 2 here from Boulder. Boulder Collegians and the NoCo Bandits. Trent Lafka on the hill for Boco. And the throw to first base by Kix Farrell, not in time, and Carter Allen leads off the second ball game with an infield knock.
Now batting for the Bandits, number 7.
Collegians won the first game 13-3 and moved back to 500 on the year. This is, of course, a non-league game, so it doesn't contribute to their league standing at all, but still good to be back at 500 overall. And they have a chance in this ball game to do something they haven't done yet this season, and that's get above 500. With a win here in this one, they would do just that. Leadoff man aboard, Dylan Norson, the batter. Norson was 1 for 2 in the first game and watches one low from Trent Lafka for ball 1. This is Lafka's first start of the year. He's come out of the bullpen a few times for the Collegians. Well, he gets the ball to begin this game. Next pitch to Norson. Popped up down the first baseline. Hudson coming in for it. Davis going out, and Turner kicks it out of the glove and into the bare hand to get the out. Fine play by Turner Davis. That one was swirling around out there as the rain has brought with it a bit of a breeze.
Now batting for the Bandits, number 42.
So a eventful pop out to the catcher, and Grant Goldston will be the batter. Allen still over there at first base. The rain has ceased for the moment, it appears. It was one of those typical Colorado rainstorms that came down heavy for about 30 seconds and then went away. Runner takes off. Davis's throw down is well in time, but dropped by Kix Farrell, and safe at second base is Carter Allen. So Allen swipes the bag. And the first pitch, not sure if it was called a ball or strike to Goldston. They're going to say it was ball 1. So 1-0 on Goldston. Runner at second. The Bandits trying to take an early lead here in the top of the first against Trent Lafka. Lafka peeks at the runner, now brings it home. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Good pitch from Trent, and it's 1-1. Flown into the right center field gap. Chris Amador going back on it, still going back, and this one is gone. An opposite field blast for Grant Goldston. And it's an early 2-0 lead here for the NoCo Bandits in Game 2. Goldston got a lot of that pitch, pushed it the other way, and out in front of that trailer in right center field. So with 1 away in the inning, 2 runs in now, Cade Nelson, the batter.
Now batting for the Bandits, number 50, Cade Nelson.
This is Lafka's 5th appearance overall on the season. As we mentioned, his first start. He's pitched 8 1/3 innings this year, a 4.32 ERA for him. That's going to go up after that home run, and he misses high with a fastball to Nelson, 0-1. Collegians defensively look like this. Turner Davis is doing the catching for Trent Lafka, and Hunter Hudson is at first, and around the infield it's Kix Farrell. 1-0, missed high, 1-1. Logan Coward at short, and Connor Kosteka at third base.
Count is 2-0.
The outfield is Richardson in left. Or no, J.J. Reeves is in left, Richardson in right, and then Chris Amador in center. One missed high. 3-0 now to Nelson. Lafka trying to come back after the home run, but is down in the hole 3-0 to Cade Nelson. Lafka kicks and delivers, and missed high, ball 4. So Nelson draws the free pass, and now Hayden Siebers will be the batter.
Number 33, Hayden Siebers.
Siebers did not play in game 1, but getting the start at first base here in the second affair. He's got a runner at first and 1 away. 2 runs home in the top of the first for the Bandits. Lafka missed high, ball 1. Some good news for the Collegians coming out of, well, depends on how you look at it, I suppose. Some good news for them in that the Fort Collins Foxes have lost their 3rd straight league game as they fell to the Colorado Sox tonight. The bad news is the Sox pick up another win as they're one of the teams ahead of the Collegians in the standings. So the Foxes fall to 11-3 on the year. They're still at the top of these standings in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. The Sox move ahead to 9-3-1 on the season. Game Day Saints are at 5-3, and then Boulder is 9-8 behind those teams. Cougars 5-7, Pirates 2-8 and 1. The Rough Riders 1-10 round out the standings. 1-0. Right on the bottom part of the plate, called a strike. It's interesting for the Collegians because the 2 teams ahead of them, the Saints and the Sox, have been the 2 teams that have beaten the Foxes. So while the Collegians have gained some ground on Fort Collins, those other 2 teams have moved further ahead. That one missed inside. Got away from Davis for a moment, but he's able to recover it and hold Nelson at first base. The Collegians will see the Sox tomorrow here at Scott Carpenter Park. Just a single game on a Saturday night. We'll have it right here for you on the Collegians Broadcast Network as always. But come on out to the ballpark, support your Collegians. I believe first pitch is at 6 o'clock. 2-1 on the way from Lafka. Swing and a miss. The Collegians won't see the Game Day Saints until, I believe, the 5th of July. They'll be right here again at Scott Carpenter Park against the Saints. That's also a single game. 2-2 on Siebers. Runner at first, 2 runs home in the inning for Northern Colorado. 2-2 on the way. Ground ball to third, picked up by Kostecka. He'll go to Farrell at second for 1. On to first, Hudson with the stretch for the double play. So the Collegians roll another double play to get out of the inning, as they did so many times in that first game, but not before the Bandits strike for 2. They lead it 2-0 on to the bottom of the first here from Scott Carpenter Park in Boulder.
So if we wanted to go.
Let's bring
A 2-run home run from Grant Goldston has the Northern Colorado Bandits up 2-0 as we're on to the bottom of the first here from Scott Carpenter Park. Chris Amador, Logan Coward, and Turner Davis begin the inning for Boulder. Amador getting the start here in center field in Game 2. The first pitch to Chris. He misses the bottom of the zone for ball 1. A.J. Artis takes the hill for the Bandits. The southpaw against the right-handed hitting Chris Amador. Amador watches it inside for ball 2. After the 2-run top of the first, the Collegians would love to get the leadoff man aboard, and they're well on their way to doing that as it's now 3-0 on Amador. Lineup looks like this today for the Collegians, at least in Game 2. Amador, Coward, and Davis, as we already mentioned. Then Hunter Hudson, Connor Kosteka, Kelby Richardson, Kix Farrell, J.J. Reeves, and Johnny Dowse. 3-0 on Amador. And Chris takes ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man from A.J. Artis. And Logan Coward will get his first chance to swing it this evening. Logan on the season is a 176 hitter, but his on-base percentage is .404. So getting on base at quite a good clip, despite not hitting the ball particularly well. Breaking ball missed high to him. He has 11 walks in only 47 plate appearances. Move over to first. Amador really didn't have that big of a lead, and he's back in time. And Cowart fouls it away. Logan back in the box after the foul ball. 1-1. And that one nearly got a piece of him. Artis was trying to fool Amador, and he did, as Chris dove back despite the ball coming home. But may have been thinking about that rather than his pitch, as he nearly nailed Logan Coward in the head. So 2-1 on Logan. Amador staying put. And that's high for ball 3.
3-0.
It's beer night here in Boulder as we see Coach come out of the dugout to visit with his pitcher. And this first inning is brought to you by the Experimental Hop Series Double IPA made with El Dorado hops from Sanitas Brewing Company. Was one of the ones we missed getting into the broadcast in the last game as we only went 5 innings. But plenty of beers out here at Scott Carpenter Park tonight for those of you age 21 or older.
Count is 3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1. Artis brings it home. Big swing and a miss from Cowart. Couldn't catch up to a fastball, and the count runs full. Three-one. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. No, in fact, it's hit too slowly, I think, to be a double play. In fact, and that is the case. Brocktonbach just went to his shortstop to get the lead runner, but that's all they got. So it's a fielder's choice for Cowart. He's aboard. And Turner Davis, the batter. Davis hit in the 4-hole in Game 1. And in that game was 0 for 1, but drew a pair of walks and scored a run. Trying to move Cowart around over there at first base. This one's high. Artis particularly deceptive on the mound. We saw Amador dive all the way back, and Cowart was kind of leaning back towards first base on that last pitch from Artis. So not a chance for any of the Collegians to get a particularly great lead so far. 1-0. Swung on and missed, and Cowart's going to have second base, so that one went by the catcher. So Davis has a chance for an RBI here and cut this lead in half. 1-1 pitch. And Turner takes it for a strike. Davis out of Savannah State. Played in the All-Star game on Wednesday. The team the Collegians were a part of. The gray team won it. Turner a part of the win as he reached base a couple times, I believe, and watches one upstairs. One and two on Turner Davis. Here's the pitch. Big swing, but he'll only get it right in front of the plate. They'll go to third, and they've got Cowart hung up there. Logan took off from second base, and the catcher, Levine, just threw down to third and had him by a number of steps. So the base running mistake has out number two. Davis down to first base, another fielder's choice, and Hunter Hudson will swing it now. Hudson getting to hit it right-handed now after hitting left-handed against the righties in game one. With the lefty Artis on the mound, in from the right side. First pitch to him, breaking ball that missed high. One 0. That one's too tall. Hudson, the man from Henderson State, stands in, or excuse me, Benedictine Mesa. And he lines one high in the air, deep to left field. This one is way back. It is gone. Hunter Hudson ties the ball game up here in the first inning. A no-doubter home run down the left field line, and it's 2-2. For Hudson, it's his first home run of the year. A pair of Collegians recording their first bombs, as Arrivo had his first in the first game. Connor Costeca also had a home run in game one. It was his second of the year. He stands in with the bases empty and two away and watches one outside.
You just heard me on, yes. I'm an umpire.
1-0. That one's in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes to Costeca. All of a sudden, after the home run, Artis has lost his command entirely. Neither of these pitches have been particularly close. Two 2-0. That's in the dirt as well. Gets back to the screen. So, I wonder if Connor Costeca will be taking here. The answer to that would be yes. None of these 3 pitches have come anywhere near the strike zone. Wind is starting to pick up a bit here in Boulder.
And we have time.
And coach is going to come out of the dugout and chat with his pitcher after those 3 wild pitches. Hopefully he's okay out there and there's nothing wrong with the arm or anything like that. Appears he's okay. Coach will jog back to the dugout. Meanwhile, it's 3-0 on Connor Costeca. 2 runs already in the inning for Boulder, thanks to a Hunter Hudson 2-run home run just a batter ago. We're tied at 2 here in the bottom of the first. Costeca back in. Artis ready and waiting for him. AJ into his motion, brings it home, and missed high for ball 4. But that pitch was much, much closer than his first 3 to Costeca, so he seems to have figured something out on the mound. Now Kelby Richardson a chance to bat with the runner at first.
Now batting shortstop, Kelly Richardson. Kelby.
Kelby will watch one just low for ball one. So now it's 5 straight balls after the home run on the hill. Richardson had a good first game. Went 2 for 2. Also drew a walk and scored 3 runs. Uh-oh. And they've got Kostecka hung up, but the throw goes over the head of the first baseman. Kostecka's going to round the bag at second. He's up to third on the errant throw. A.J. Artis had Kostecka dead to rights at first base, but his throw was well over the head of his first baseman, Siebers. And now a run 90 feet away for Kelby Richardson. So an E1 there as the runner down to third. 1-0 count on Richardson. The delivery, in for a strike. Richardson tends to go on streaks at the plate. Let's see if he's in a hot one here after that good first game. We'll take a strike. 1-2. He's batting .263 now on the season, is Kelby. Has with 2 home runs. And he went around there, and he's gone on strikes to end the inning. But not before the Collegians strike for a pair. Hunter Hudson going yard over the left field fence. It's 2-2 as we move on to the second here from Boulder. Second inning of play, game 2 of 2 from Boulder. Boulder Collegians and the Northern Colorado Bandits. Alex Vitek watches one inside for ball one. He was the starting pitcher last game, getting the start at shortstop here in this one. Trent Lafka back to work on the mound for the Collegians. 1-0 from Trent, in for a strike. This second inning is brought to you by the Real Dry Apple Cider from Stem Ciders. One of the, well, I guess it's not a beer, but one of the alcoholic beverages you can pick up here at the beer day at Scott Carpenter Park. Swing and a miss. Excuse me, swing from Vitek, and he's down 1-2. The review from Jake Shapiro says that this is quite good. So take that how you will. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Oh, pretty good looking pitch that time from Lafka as he just missed the outside corner. Maybe a little low, maybe a little outside. But it's 1-2. Trent kicks and fires. Strike 3 called right down Broadway. Vitek didn't bother swinging at it, and he's gone on strikes.
Batting for the Bandits, number 13.
Bailey Brachtenbach will be the batter now. Back at second base here in this one, a little further up in the order. He was batting 9th last game, hitting 7th here in this one. And Brachtenbach watches one outside. Bailey was 1 for 1 last game. And this one nearly gets a piece of him, but he leans out of the way. It's 2-0. Non-league game here from Scott Carpenter Park, or non-league games, I should say. 2-0. There's a strike. These Bandits are out of the Rocky Mountain Collegiate, the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League. This, of course, being the Rocky Mountain Baseball League that the Collegians play in. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Maybe tipped back into the glove of Davis. Either way, it's strike 2. League features such teams as the Denver Generals, the Spradley Collegians, the Thunder Academy, the NoCo Roughnecks, the Colorado Cyclones, the Colorado Springs Renegades, and a team we will see later in the year, the Greeley Grays. Not sure what day the game against the Grays is, but the Collegians will host them here at Scott Carpenter Park. That one's outside. 3-2. We'll get you a line on exactly when that game against the Grays is. In fact, you know what? I remember now. I think the Greeley Grays will be here for the 4th of July tournament here at Scott Carpenter Park. 4 games of baseball being played on the 4th. The 3-2 swing and a miss. Lafka struck him out, this time swinging for Brachtenbach as they can't connect with a breaking ball. And quickly 2 down here in the second. Tyler Levine stands in. Levine starting at catcher here in game 2. And that 4th of July tournament should be fun. And let's see, there are 4 games slated to be played. The Collegians will play the first and last games of the day. First pitch from Lafka to Levine is in for a strike. They'll play the Grays at 11 o'clock to begin things. Then the Grays will play the Fort Collins Foxes at 1:30. Then at 4, the Foxes will play the Colorado Cyclones. And then they round out the day with the Collegians versus the Cyclones at 6:30. One's in the dirt, 1-1. I believe the way that we're going to do that on the broadcast is we'll have both Collegians games for you. I don't think we'll have the other 2 in between. So we'll be with you on Independence Day here on the Collegians Broadcast Network at both 11 o'clock and 6:30. 1-1 pitch. By the way, if your dates aren't all lined up, that's Thursday, the 4th of July. A couple games before that one gets going. Lafka nods yes to a sign. Here's his 2-1. Spiked it in the dirt, and it's 3-1. Before we have that 4th of July tournament, we'll have games this weekend. Saturday, it's the Colorado Sox, which is tomorrow, coming here. It's the Bark in the Park game, so bring your dog out to the ballpark on Saturday night. The game is at 6 o'clock. Then we'll be up in Fort Collins facing off against the Foxes on Sunday. Monday is off for Boulder, and then Tuesday they are at Everett Park, or the home of Wheat Ridge High School baseball. 3-1 in the dirt, and that's a walk to Tyler Levine. Facing off against the Rough Riders on Tuesday. So 3 late league games before we get into that interleague tournament on the 4th of July. So with Levine aboard, down to the bottom of the order, and Brett Thompson. We'll see a courtesy runner come on for the catcher, Levine. Nice play by Levine to catch his elbow guard in the hat. And jogging back to the dugout. Lafka started off the inning well, a pair of strikeouts, but then walked Levine. 2 out walks so often come back to haunt you. Lafka trying to avoid that fate here. And he missed outside with his first pitch to Thompson, ball 1. One 0. It's outside. Davis keeps it in front of him despite it slipping out of the glove. Runner holds on at first base. So 2 balls and no strikes to Brett Thompson. Big country, as he's affectionately called. Trent Lafka trying to get out of this second inning. Tied at 2 here in Boulder. Here's the pitch. Outside again. 3 balls and no strikes to Thompson. Lafka's in danger of walking his second straight batter here with 2 away. Collegians, if you're wondering, with that loss for Fort Collins, I believe they're 3.5 back of the Foxes. 3-0 pitch. That's ball 4. So a win against the Foxes would pull them within 2.5 games going into the later stretches of the season. And if they can win against the Sox as well tomorrow, that'll go even further to helping their case. Keep in mind, following the weekend play that we were talking about, after the 4th of July, the Collegians only have 4 more league games before the playoffs. We'll have the Saints and Sox each once, and the Express up in Sterling, who will come down here, twice. Conference on the Hill, Mark Goodman out to talk to his pitcher. He's satisfied, and he's back to the dugout. So 2 straight walks for Lafka of runners at first and second with 2 away in the second inning. And back to the top of the order in Carter Allen. Allen had an infield single his first time around, stole a base, and came around to score on the Grant Goldston home run. Collegians were able to tie it up with a home run of their own from Hunter Hudson. We're here in the second inning, brought to you by Stem Cider's Real Dry Apple Cider. Part of the beer day here at the ballpark. Lafka checks his runner, brings it home. One missed low and outside again. He missed outside, I think, on 3 of the 4 balls he threw to Brett Thompson. So that's the spot he's missing. Maybe overextending with the front leg. Not going straight at the plate, going too far towards first base. Who knows? Trying to dial it in here. 1-0. Missed outside and low. Same spot as the last pitch. Bullpen has gone to work for the Collegians. Looks like Quinn Oliver is getting loose out there. Lafka trying to battle through this second inning. 2-0 pitch. That one gets by Davis, skipped in front of the plate, and both runners going to move up 90 feet. So now 2 runners in scoring position and a 3-0 count on Carter Allen. With first base open, we'll see if they even pitch to him here. Though the heart of the order is coming up with 2 away. Lafka got the first 2 outs of the inning in quick fashion. A pair of strikeouts, but then has walked the first 2 guys, or the 2 guys at the bottom of the order. And in danger of walking the leadoff man here. But fires in a strike to keep the at-bat alive against Carter Allen. There's ball 4. Ball gets by Davis. And the run is in to score. Sliding in safe is the runner Thompson. And the Bandits have reclaimed the lead. Or excuse me, that was the courtesy runner for Levine, who slid into safe there. Thompson is up to third, and Allen draws the walk. And here comes Mark Goodman to come get Trent Lafka. So Lafka's evening comes to a close. These two runners still are his responsibility, however, and Quinn Cook, I believe, is going to try and shut things down. We'll let him warm up and take a short break. 3-2, Northern Colorado leads it here in Boulder on the Collegians Broadcast Network. Quinn Oliver has come on to pitch here for the Collegians. Top of the second inning. The Northern Colorado Bandits have just taken the lead on a passed ball. It's still threatening with runners at first and third and two away. Dylan Norson will be the batter as Quinn Cook goes to work on the mound. Cook out of Regis University from Berthoud, Colorado. Working in his fourth appearance of the season. He's had 5 2/3 innings pitched. Has 5 strikeouts. That's the good news. The problem is he has a 9.52 ERA. Trying to cut down on that here and prevent this run from scoring, though neither of the runners on base are charged to him. Ball gets away from Davis. Hesitating at third base was Thompson, so he'll stay right there. Up to second goes Allen. So the Collegians catch a break there with Thompson. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He just maybe didn't get a good read on it. May save a run for the Collegians. It's ball one on Norson. Oliver tries to tiptoe out of this second inning with not too much damage done. Missed just outside, maybe a little high there, 2-0. Cook's last appearance came June the 10th, so it's been a while since he's pitched. 2-0, line drive to right field, that will get both runs in easily. It rolls up against the wall. Norson rounding first, he'll pull onto second with a stand-up RBI double. And it's 5-2, Northern Colorado. So as soon as the Collegians even things back up, Northern Colorado has taken an even more commanding lead than they had back in the first. Grant Goldston, who gave them that lead in the first inning, thanks to a Big 2-run home run he had will be the batter now. Cook's first offer to him is high and outside for ball 1. Cook from the stretch. Checks the runner a few times, now brings home the 1-0 and nearly got a piece of Goldston. 2 balls and no strikes. Update from Denver. David Dahl, who's making a great case to be in the All-Star game, just hit a 2-run home run following an Ian Desmond double that tied the game at 5, so the Rockies lead it 7-5 now over the Dodgers. 1-0. Oh, this ball's belted a mile out to center field. Amador going back on it, and it's gone. Out to dead center field. Grant Goldston, his second at-bat, his second home run. This time another 2-run shot. And it's a 7-2 lead now for Northern Colorado. Another bomb off the bat of Goldston. Even though that one was to center, it was another no-doubter. Just saw some lightning flash across the sky. Could bring this game to an early end. We'll see. Cade Nelson, the batter now. The bullpen back to work for the Collegians. Nelson fouls the first pitch he sees away from Quinn Cook. He's down 0-1. We'll see how long that 2-run lead lasts for the Rockies. So they were walked off 3 times in L.A. by the Dodgers, and then the Dodgers struck for, I think, what was 4 runs in the 9th inning yesterday to beat the Rockies against Wade Davis. If you want to hear more about Wade Davis and the Rockies' struggles, Jake Shapiro was just up here before the game recording a Rockies podcast. You can go check that out. I'm sure you can find it on his Twitter. It's not his own podcast. He was recording with someone else. I'm not sure which podcast it is, but I'm sure it's on his Twitter somewhere. So definitely go check that out. Great Rockies analysis from my usual partner in the booth, Jake Shapiro. 1-2 count on Cade Nelson. Oliver trying to get out of the inning. Davis going to stroll out and have a chat with him. It's a 5-run second inning thus far for Northern Colorado. The wind still blowing left to right across the diamond here. Maybe a little bit outwards towards right. Sure, it didn't hurt Goldston's home run that he hit. Probably helped carry it a little bit out there, though that thing was a line shot. Don't know how much the wind affected it. Oliver may have tweaked something as he's taking some pitches trying to get himself right. Not sure what the issue is. He's going to take a few warm-up pitches to try and maybe loosen up, figure things out. He seems to be all right and is ready to continue. 1-2 count on Cade Nelson. Bases empty after the home run from Grant Goldston. Nelson flies this one back behind third base, swirling around, and it'll drop for a base knock. Kostecka went out after it, never really got a beat on it with the swirling winds, and it's a hit for Cade Nelson. And another flash of lightning across the sky, though it doesn't appear to be too close just yet. Hayden Siebers will be the batter. Siebers grounded into a double play to end the first inning. We'll swing it here with a runner at first and 2 away. First pitch to Siebers, missed outside, ball 1. The Bandits have gone through the order now. Siebers the last guy not to bat in this inning. Cook going to try and keep him from hitting around here as he's trying to get Siebers 1-0. Runner takes off, pitches in the dirt. Throw down from Davis is high, and safe at second base is Cade Nelson. So things unraveling a bit here in the second inning. Already 5 runs in and another runner in scoring position now. And a 2-0 count to Siebers. Cook delivers, fouled away. This extended second inning is brought to you by Stem Cider's Real Dry Apple Cider, part of Beer Fest here at Collegians Ballpark, Scott Carpenter Park. And beers from a number of different local breweries out there. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit more now, blowing the jersey of Quinn Cook around. And he missed, and it gets away from Davis. Runner moves up, 3-0, and now Nelson to third. Your Cook, you can't worry about Nelson over there at third. You just got to try and go get Siebers and end this second inning. And wouldn't you know, this second inning started out with back-to-back strikeouts from Lafka. Since then, it's been a 5-run frame for Northern Colorado. Swing and a miss there at the high fastball. Would have been ball 4, but Siebers went after it anyway. And the count is full, 3-2. Here it comes. And there's ball 4. So Siebers draws the free pass, and we continue on here in this second inning. All of this occurring with 2 outs. With 2 outs, 7 straight guys have reached for Northern Colorado. And now we'll see the third pitcher of the inning as Mark Goodman goes back to the bullpen. Quinn Cook's evening comes to a close. And we'll see who the new pitcher is. We'll get you acquainted with him when we come back. 7-2, Northern Colorado now. They've struck for 5 in the inning, and they may not be done yet. 2 outs for them here in the inning. We'll be right back. Isaac Parks has come on to pitch here in what has been a nightmare second inning for the Collegians. They're down 7-2 now. It started out so well. Trent Lafka struck out the first 2 batters he saw, and since then we've been through 3 pitchers and 40 pitches. And there's a strike from Parks. That's good news after the walk that ended Quinn Cook's evening. Alex Vitek is the batter. He struck out to begin the inning. And it started to rain here again in Boulder, and not just a little bit, it's coming down. It was raining to begin the ball game, but it ceased pretty quickly. It's not big raindrops, but it's a whole lot of them. 0-2 on the way from Parks. Missed low. Runners at first and third, 2 away. 5 runs already in the inning for Northern Colorado. 1-2 from Parks. Breaking ball on a filthy one, but missed low. The rain slowing down just a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's still coming down pretty good out there. The wind kind of blowing it around. Kind of a fine mist. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. Vitek held up his swing, but it was strike 3 anyway, and Isaac Parks comes in and promptly ends the inning. But not before it's 5 come in for Northern Colorado. 7-2 is our score. Bottom of the second coming up when we come back. Bottom of the second inning, 7-2 Northern Colorado. A 5-run top of the inning for them. And Kix Farrell will lead things off for the Collegians. Kix takes a strike. It'll be 7, 8, and 9. Farrell, Reeves, and Douse in the inning for the Collegians. Kix back to the screen with that one. 2-strike count on him here. That one missed. 1-2. 1-2, a breaking ball. Missed upstairs. 2-2 now to Farrell. Kix, for the first time in what seems like a while, getting a pair of starts in a doubleheader. He was 2 for 3 in the first game. Scored a pair of runs. Nice game for him. He lines one into left field. Stay hot. Kix Farrell as he's aboard with a leadoff single. So just what the Collegians needed. After the 5-run top of the frame, leadoff man's aboard for J.J. Reeves. Reeves here in the 8-hole again in this game. Hit in the 8-hole in the first game. Went 1 for 3. And for once, didn't draw a walk. First pitch to J.J., a breaking ball missed high, ball 1. This is how the Collegians started the comeback in the bottom of the first inning. They were only down 2-0 at that time. But they did get the leadoff man aboard. Granted, he was erased on a fielder's choice the next batter, but the thought remains the same. 2-0 now to Reeves. That one outside. JJ, a teammate of Quinn Cook at Regis University. Takes a strike. Another update from Denver. This one a little older, but still notable as the Rockies have now taken an 8-5 lead thanks to an error. While Nolan Arenado to cross home plate. 3-1 on Reeves. Give you an update on that Rapids score in just a moment, too. Jake Shapiro out there covering the Rapids for the Denver Post. That's ball 4. They're against LAFC tonight, the newest team in the MLS. Had a pretty nice year last year as a new team. Let's see what the score is for the Rapids, and they're still scoreless in the 35th minute, which is good news for the Rapids. They've been on a hot streak of late after being the worst team in the MLS to begin the season. So good news for Colorado. Johnny Douse will swing it at the plate now with 2 runners aboard. Squares to bunt, right back to the mound. They'll go to first, and no, they'll have no play. No one was covering first base as charging was Siebers. And the second baseman, Brachtenbach, went to second to cover that base, and no one was there. So a bunt hit for Johnny Dowse. He says, I'm giving myself up, but they allow him on anyway. So this works for the Collegians, as they've got the bases loaded, no one away for Chris Amador. And that's a balk on the hill, no doubt about it, for Artis, and that'll score a run. He went into his motion and then decided to step off midway through his motion. Easiest balk the umpire's ever called. And now that erases the double play, and more notably brings in the run. And racing that double play is huge for the Collegians, as really can help keep this momentum going, still down by 4 runs. Artis nearly hits Chris Amador with his first pitch to the center fielder, and it's ball 1. Wait, no game changer? Oh. 1-0. And Artis fires in a strike. So maybe something to get him back on his feet here after some wildness. 3 straight have reached into the inning for the Collegians. One of them in to score on the balk. 1-1 pitch. Amador, ground ball to short. Good thing they moved up on that balk. Amador, the throw is wide to first base. Amador safe there. Both runs come in to score. And the Collegians are back within 1. Are back within 2.
Now batting.
Counting is hard.
Number 8, Logan Kowalt.
The ball wasn't hit slowly out to the shortstop Vitek, and he just rushed the throw with Amador moving down the line. And another error strikes the Northern Colorado Bandits. The errors really came back to bite him in the first game. I think they had 3 of them, all of them costly. And Cowart takes a strike. Logan Cowart, the batter now. Still no out in the inning. A runner at first, 3 in. Cowart trying to keep this inning going. Collegians down by a pair. And Cowart swings through a pitch, 0-2. Another update from Denver. Chris Iannetta scored in the bottom of the 5th, and the Rockies extend their lead to 9-5. Amador takes off. 1-2 pitches high. Throw down to second is not in time, as it was wide of the bag to our right. And Chris was able to slide in safe. It was a good pitch to throw on for Levine behind the plate as it missed high. But Amador still swipes second. And once again, the double play possibility is taken off the board. 2-2 pitch. Amador's going to try and swipe third. But Cowart spoils the pitch. Would have been the pitch to do it on for Amador, as it was a breaking ball. But Cowart went after it. So we'll see if Chris is moving here after they saw him try and swipe third. I doubt it. You also wonder if it'll set Cowart up for a fastball on 2-2, knowing that Amador might be thinking about swiping third base. 2-2 on the way. Amador not going. Line drive into left field. That's a base knock. Amador will score easily. This one will roll all the way to the wall. Cowart is into second base, an RBI double. He is the tying run now at second base. Here come the Collegians. Five straight batters have reached here in the second inning for the Boulder Collegians. And now into the heart of the order, and Turner Davis.
Now batting, number 25, Turner Davis.
Davis grounded into a fielder's choice his first time. And he swings through a pitch here, 0-1. Collegians answered back in the first after the Bandits struck for 2 in the top half of that inning. They evened the score. Then Northern Colorado struck for 5 in the second. Collegians a base knock away from evening up this inning as well. 0-2 to Davis. By the way, they still have nobody out. Bullpen has gone to work for these Bandits. Get you a line on just who's up there. 0-2 on Turner Davis. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher. This could be a drop third strike, and it is. Turner Davis strikes out, but reaches base anyway on the drop third. And now 6 straight have reached in the inning for Boulder. So Davis will receive a courtesy runner. Nick Arrivo will come on to run for him. Arrivo had the home run in the first game, getting the second game off, at least in the field and at the bat. Doing a little running here. And not the man you want to see up here if you're A.J. Artis.
Now batting.
It's Hunter Hudson. He hit a 2-run blast in the first inning, a no-doubter home run down the left field line. That initially tied up the game at 2. Has a chance to tie it again with runners at the corners. Pickoff move to first. Arrivo back standing. Coward is at third. He doubled, then moved up on the drop third strike. At first base is Nick Arrivo, running for Turner Davis. 7-6. Bandits lead it, but there is nobody out here in the Collegian second. Pitch to Hudson, in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Here comes Cowart to the plate. Going to be a close play. He slides in, and he is safe at the plate. Just in ahead of the tag from Levine. Got the right foot in, and this game is tied. Up to second goes Nick Arrivo. And Levine appears to be a bit shaken up on the play. They'll give him a moment as coach goes out to chat with his pitcher. 1-0 on Hudson as the pitch was in the dirt. Got away from the catcher. I wonder if it caught him in a place you don't want to have the ball catch you. I wonder if that's why he's down. Who knows? Arrivo at second has great speed. Good chance for the Collegians to take the lead here in the bottom of the second. They've had 6 straight batters reach base to begin this second inning and have evened the score at 7. Levine is back on his feet now, still hunched over. He'll take all the time he needs. Collegians will be back in action tomorrow, Saturday. 6 o'clock first pitch against the Colorado Sox. Game will be right here for you on the Collegians Broadcast Network, as always. And we also hope to see you out at the ballpark. First home game against the Sox this season. By the way, this bottom of the second inning is brought to you by Real Dry Apple Cider from Stem Ciders, one of our beer companies in here for the Beer Fest at Scott Carpenter Park tonight. So Levine appears good enough to continue at the very least. He's back behind the plate with the gear on. 1-0 on Hunter Hudson. Runner at second. Lightning strikes in the distance, but not close enough to stop play. 1-0. Missed inside, downstairs a bit as well. That's 2-0 on Hunter Hudson. The wind has calmed down a bit here in Boulder as it's just a light breeze now. Hudson in from the right side again against the lefty Artis. He took him deep in the first. 2-0 pitch. Oh, and he got a pitch to do the same on there, but he just missed it and fouled it back to the screen. It's funny because his first home run came on a 2-0 pitch also. He got a 2-0 home run pitch there, but couldn't quite connect the way he wanted to. So the count at 2-1. Arrivo at second base. Pretty sizable lead. He has great speed. Takes off for third. Pitches inside, throw down to third. Not in time. Gets by the third baseman into the outfield. Arrivo coming to the plate. He will score easily. And somehow the Collegians have taken the lead here in the bottom of the second. They were down by 5 coming into the half of the frame, and now they lead it by 1. Oh, by the way, there's still nobody out. 2-2 to Hudson. Hunter fouls it away. So it remains 2-2 on the first baseman. He's got nobody aboard now. 1 foot out of the batter's box. A.J. Artis already ready and waiting for him. He's been ready for a moment. Here's his 2-2. Missed high with it. Things have certainly cooled off here in Boulder after the midday heat, one of the hotter days of the year. This was up in the mid-90s. 3-2, ball 4. Hudson draws the walk, and the Collegians have now had 7 straight men reach in the inning. 6 of those men who have reached have come around to score.
Now coming up for the Collegians, number 2,
Connor Kostecka, the batter. He walked in the first, moved up to second on an error. Temperature down to 80 degrees now. Oh, and now they say there's a chance of precipitation. Well, all right. First pitch to Connor is a breaking ball that missed outside, 1-0. Not too many lefties in the lineup here against A.J. Artis. Connor, 1 of 2, I believe. Both those lefties have walked against Artis. And that's 2-0 now. Kostecka back in the first, and Reeves here in this second inning earlier on. Hudson takes off from first, pitches outside, no throw from Levine as he had to dive into the right-handed batter's box to corral it. And now a runner in scoring position here for Kostecka. Connor from Boulder College out in California. Was all Pac West second team this last year. Showed off some of the big power he has in the first game. A long home run out to center for him. 2-0 pitch. Just clips the outside corner for strike 1. One of the longer innings of the year for the Collegians. And I think, unless something happens quickly here, it will go down as the longest inning thus far, as it was a 5-run top of the second. And so far it's been 6 runs in the bottom of the second. Kostecka scoring to bunt. Somehow popped that one all the way back to the screen to the left. An odd way to get strike 2. And he gets some jeering from some fans in the crowd saying, "Come on, man, get the bunt down." All in jest, of course. Likely not going to bunt here with a 2-strike count. Artis ready with his 2-2. Here it comes. Ball 3, or rather, ball 4. The scoreboard wasn't quite correct. And Kostecka draws the walk. So another runner has reached here. 8 straight batters have reached. If Richardson can reach here, the Collegians will have batted through the order with every single runner getting on. Or every single batter, I should say, getting on. Richardson struck out in the first. First pitch to him is high, ball 1. This, like I said, will be likely the longest inning of the year, as it was a 5-run top of the second. Has already been a 6-run top bottom of the second. Oh, and by the way, there's still nobody out. 1-0. 2-0 now to Richardson. Collegians up a run, 8-7. Runners at first and second. And A.J. Artis really laboring out on the hill. The bullpen is quiet, though, for the Bandits. And he misses low, 3-0, now to Kelby Richardson. .3-0 on the way. Ball 4. And the Collegians have batted around. And that's going to do it for the pitcher on the hill, Artis. So Artis' evening comes to a close. He allows 8 and leaves the bases loaded. New pitcher coming on. We'll introduce you to him when we come back. 8-7, Boulder leads it. What a second inning it has been here in Boulder. Bottom of the second, new hurler on here for the Northern Colorado Bandits. They find themselves down 8-7 as the Collegians have struck for 6 straight runs. 9 straight batters have reached, and there's nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Bases loaded for Kix Farrell. He started off the inning with a single. There's a pop-up now. Cooper Brotherton getting him to fly one towards the line. Playmate out there by Siebers had to go down to his knees to grab it. The way this inning's gone, he's lucky he did. So Farrell is retired, and at long last, they get the first out of the second inning. J.J. Reeves will take his second turn here in the second. He walked to be the first of, or the second, I should say, of these batters to reach. Breaking ball falls in for a strike from Brotherton. 0-1 on Reeves. Hudson at third, Kostecka at second, Richardson at first. 0-1 count on J.J. Reeves. Despite all that's gone on in this bottom of the second, the Collegians still only lead it by 1. So some much-needed insurance out there on the base paths. Uh-oh. And in some trouble is Hunter Hudson. They tried the suicide squeeze. Reeves couldn't get the bunt down, and now Hudson's hung up. He's going to try and score, but he is out, tagged out by Brotherton. And that's the second out. The other 2 runners move up 90 feet, so good base running from them. But it's an unfortunate second out to the innings. Hudson just thought it was a suicide squeeze. Not sure whether Reeves was told it was a suicide squeeze, who had the sign wrong. Either way, they couldn't get together on it, and Hudson got tagged out. 1-1 to Reeves is high, 2-1. He didn't pull the bunt back. He just missed the ball, it looked like. Still has a chance to add some insurance here, but he's going to need a base hit to do it. Brotherton ready. Here's the pitch. Rolled over by Reeves to second. Brachtenbach's got it. Throw to first is low, and it's dropped by the first baseman. Both runs are going to score. Richardson slides in safe. And the nightmare bottom of the second continues here for the Northern Colorado Bandits. They were out of the inning clean. It was a lazy ground ball. The throw was low, and Siebers couldn't hold on to it. I suppose you have to credit the second baseman, Brachtenbach, with the error, though that's a play Siebers has to make. The throw was a little bit low and in the dirt. Johnny Dowse will get a chance now. Reeves at first, still 2 away. Reeves takes off, throw coming down, pitch was called a strike. Reeves slid a little too early and kind of wormed his way to the bag, but is safe at second base. Credit where credit's due to Cooper Brotherton. He's come in and gotten what should have been 3 straight outs. Dowse big swing and a miss. I 0-2 on the newly graduated senior from high school. Going to go play his college ball at the University of San Diego. Graduating from Brophy Prep down in Phoenix. Swing and a miss. He's gone on strikes. So Brotherton works out of the inning despite some trouble behind him defensively. But the Collegians strike for 8. They lead it 10-7. On to the third we go here from Boulder. Collegians up. Bailey Brachtenbach will lead off the top of the third inning for the Northern Colorado Bandits. who are now down 10-7. Despite scoring 5 runs in the top of the second, the Collegians said, whatever you can do, I can do better, and scored 8 runs in the bottom half of the inning, and now lead at 10-7. Isaac Parks back to work on the mound for Boulder, and he gets Brachtenbach to pop one high in the air, back behind second base. Amador coming in will make the grab for the first out. So with Brachtenbach retired, in stands Tyler Levine. Parks came in and got the final out of the second inning as he got Alex Vitek to strike out. He's quickly got one down here in the third. Parks' first delivery, in for a strike. Next pitch from Parks, missed with it outside. We didn't want to bring it up in the last half inning because of what was going on the field, but things have gotten interesting in Denver, where Max Muncy homered, a 3-run jack for him, and it's 10-8. The Rockies still lead the Dodgers. So we'll let you make your own assumptions about what's going on there. I believe that game is in the bottom of the 6th inning now. Next offering on the way from Parks. Swing and a miss, and down goes Tyler Levine. An ugly-looking swing and a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate.
Now batting, number 10.
So with Levine gone, Brett Thompson will stand in. Both these guys, Levine and Thompson, walked in the second after Trent Lafka got the first 2 outs quickly, and then things went real downhill from there. Thompson fouls the first one off. 0-1 to the third baseman. Oh, 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball, missed inside. 1-1 was trying to front door it there. Didn't quite get it back over the plate. By the way, this third inning is brought to you by Ska Brewing's True Blonde Ale. They're the last of our breweries here for beer night. 1-1. In for a strike. Two-one pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Excellent location from Parks, and that will end the inning. So Isaac Parks works a 1-2-3 third inning. Collegians coming back up to bat with the lead, 10-7, here at Scott Carpenter Park in Boulder. 10-7 Boulder. Bottom of the third here from Scott Carpenter Park. Chris Amador, the leadoff man, fouls it away. Back to work on the hill goes Cooper Brotherton. Brotherton was excellent in the second inning. He came in after almost all of those runs had been allowed, and should have gotten 3 straight outs, save for an error behind him, and then struck out the next guy he saw after the error. So he's been terrific, and he's up 0-2 on Chris Amador. Amador in that second inning reached on an error. 0-2 to him here. Breaking ball missed low. One, two, another breaking ball. Amador slides it down the line. It's a base knock, going to roll to the wall. Chris Amador with his biggest hit of the year easily. He's going to make the turn at second and head for third. Throw coming in. Amador slides in and he's safe at third base with a triple.
Now batting for the Collegians.
Chris Amador's biggest hit as a Collegian thus far. And it's a triple down the left field line, and that's not something you see every day either. Triple down the right field line, sure, but the left field line, not always. So a chance to add on here for the Collegians, and Logan Cowart, the batter. Cowart had a big double in the second inning. See what he can do here against Cooper Brotherton. First pitch is low to Cowart. Logan playing shortstop for the first time in a while. Mostly been at second base for the Collegians this season. 1-0 to him. It gets by the catcher. Here comes Amador through the legs of Levine. Amador steps on home plate, and the Collegians take an 11-7 lead. And the defensive miscues continue for Northern Colorado. They have harmed them in both the first and this game. And they allow a run to score here in this inning. So the base is clear for Cowart. Still up 2-0. Brotherton delivers and misses with a breaking ball outside. Pumps in a strike here. Up to 3-1 now. Next offering. That one finds the bottom of the zone. And the count runs full on Logan Cowart, 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him with a pitch on the outside corner, and Cowart is retired. So here comes Turner Davis. Base is empty, 1 away.
Now coming out for the Collegians, number 25, Turner.
Mind you that this third inning is brought to you by Ska Brewery's True Blonde Ale. And the first pitch to Davis is in for a strike. 11 runs for the Collegians, 7 for the Northern Colorado Bandits. And we're in the third inning. And this one's outside, 1-1. All kinds of things going on in this ball game. Home runs, errors, plays to the plate, you name it, it's happened. 1-1. In for a strike. Brotherton really working low in the zone to the last 2 batters. Started out that way against Amador, then left one up on an 0-2 count, or 1-2 count, and Amador lined it down the left field line for a triple. He came in to score on a pass ball. 1-2 on Davis. Here it comes. Missed high. Turner, one of the few guys not to get into the hit game here thus far. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout in which he reached on. This was a drop third and a fielder's choice. So he's reached twice, but has yet to record a hit and fouls one away here. Two and two on Turner Davis. Brotherton brings it home. Swing and a miss by Davis. He's gone on strikes, and that will end the inning. The Collegians strike for one. In to score came Chris Amador, and hang on a second. That's not the end of the inning, I don't think. Chris Amador was the leadoff man. He scored. Cowart struck out. Davis struck out. But that's only 2 outs. So come on back to the field, guys. I was as confused as anyone. Looking down at my book, I said, what did I miss? Did I miss a whole batter? I didn't think so. Turns out I didn't. When the whole team runs off of the field, that can really get you. So here they come. Back into play. And Hunter Hudson will stand in. Hunter's 2 for 2 today. Home run and a single. Going to swing it left-handed here. Those first 2 at-bats were right-handed against A.J. Artis. His first time seeing Brotherton in this at-bat. Cooper's ready. Here's his first pitch. That's outside, 1-0. We'll see what kind of mentality Brotherton has coming out here, as that can be tough. You think the inning's over. You think you've done your job. And you said, no, come on back. You got to face another guy. We'll see how sharp he is. 1-0. Hudson fouls it away. Well, the Ska Brewing True Blonde Ale inning continues. 11-7, Boulder leads it. They've struck for 1 in the inning. I think we're just about out of beers. I think that might be our last sponsored inning. Of course, until we get to the bottom of the 5th, as the 1-1 is in for a strike. One and 2 on Hunter Hudson. Brotherton trying to walk off the field for the second time this inning. This time staying in the dugout for a little while. 1-2 on the way. Hudson just gets a piece of a breaking ball. And we'll stick at 1 and 2. Hudson thinks about it for a moment, now back into the box. Leaning in is Brotherton. Here's his 1-2. Ground ball towards short. Gathering it there is Fitek. Throw across the diamond is in time to nab Hudson for the 3rd out. So Brotherton gives up the triple to Amador. Amador comes in to score, and Brotherton gets 3 straight outs. But the Collegians lead it 11-7. On to the 4th we go. Here from Boulder, Collegians up. Collegians up 11-7. Top of the fourth inning here from Boulder. Isaac Parks back on to work this fourth inning for the Collegians. Got him 1, 2, 3 in the third, so why not bring him back out? You'll see the top of the order, beginning here with Carter Allen. Parks started him off with ball one. Now here comes Isaac's second pitch. Line to short over the head of Cowart into left field for a base knock. So Allen reaches for his third straight time today. He's been solid out at that leadoff spot, an infield knock, a walk, and now the solid single for him. Dylan Norson stands in.
Number 7, Dylan Norson.
A foreboding omen from Denver as they've gone into a rain delay. So hopefully that, whatever that storm is up there, stays away from us. We've still got a few more innings to play. That one's low. Have a peek at the weather radar here for what good that'll do us. And, well, we're supposed to get hit with a little rain sometime around 9:45 or so. We'll see if that actually happens. They said it wasn't supposed to rain today earlier, and it's rained twice. So there's no telling. Norson takes a strike. 1-1 on Dylan. He's popped out and doubled. 2 RBI double for him in the second. His team down 11-7 here in the fourth. And the breaking ball is in for a strike. Currently it's a pleasant 73 degrees here in Boulder. Nice play by Davis, diving behind that left-hand batter's box to grab that one. 2-2 on Norson now. Weather is supposed to be nice again tomorrow for the game against the Colorado Sox. Hope to see you out at the ballpark. 6 o'clock is the first pitch for that one. Move over to first. Diving back is Allen. Allen swiped first back in, or excuse me, very hard to steal first base. He stole second back in the first. Two-two count to Norson. Parks delivers. This one popped up right up the chute. Parks coming in. He's calling for it. Now cut off by Hudson. Hudson makes the grab right in front of Parks. Dangerous situation there. That is Hudson's ball there. It's the first baseman's ball. Not sure if he called it or what. Parks might not have heard him. Either way, it's out number 1. And Grant Goldston comes to the plate, and, well, you want to keep runners off a base in front of him, it seems, as he's had 2 home runs thus far. The first inning, home run. Second inning, home run. Both of them 2-run shots. And if you believe in omens or anything like that, the bad news is there's 1 runner on here for him in the fourth. Parks' first pitch to him in the dirt. Goldston has really broken out here in this second game. He was 0 for in the first one. So thus far, he has 4 RBIs and 2 home runs. 1-0, nearly got a piece of him, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. He had to raise the arms out of the way. Lightning continues to flicker off in the distance. It can stay there. 2-0. Goldston hammers one deep to center, but it's not going to be anywhere close to a home run. He hit it high in the air, but not particularly deep. It had that sound, but he got underneath it. Amador made the grab out there, and there's 2 away. It's really sounded like Goldston got a solid piece of that one, but dropped the shoulder, and he's gone. Cade Nelson will come in his place now. He's been on base twice, has swiped a bag. And takes a strike. Fine pitch from Parks there. 0-1. On the way from Parks. Clips the zone as well. No balls and 2 strikes. I don't remember what the rule is exactly in Major League Baseball. I think a game has to go 4 innings, I want to say, before they can call it off of a rain cancellation. So I'm not sure what the deal is with a 7-inning ball game. I think we're beyond that limitation then. Just looking at the weather radar and seeing that they've delayed things in Denver. Just hopefully that doesn't happen here, but just in case. Should give the Collegians the victory. Up 11-7. 1-2 on the way from Parks. Breaking ball missed high. Isaac has gone. Many of the batters he's faced since coming in, save for the man at first, Allen. He got the one guy he faced in the second, got a 1-2-3 third, and then since Allen reached, has gotten 2 outs and is a 2-2 count on Nelson. Isaac Parks ready. Here's his 2-2. Ground ball off of his glove. It'll be back behind the bag. No one can handle it, and everybody's going to be safe. Went off the tip of Parks' glove. No small thing to do as he stands pretty tall out there on the mound. Pretty high chopper. Cowart couldn't grab it coming to his left. And Farrell knocked it down, but by the time he did, no chance to make a play. So it's an infield knock for Cade Nelson. And a chance to add some runs on here for Northern Colorado, down by 4. Hayden Siebers the batter. Double play and a walk for him thus far. Takes a strike. After the first game went by so quickly, thanks to it only going 5 innings. 0-1, that one's into right field for a base knock. This inning will continue. Allen chugging towards the plate. Going to be a play at the plate. Davis reaches for the tag. Got him at home. A fine throw in right field from Kelby Richardson. Hunter Hudson with the connection to Davis to get the out. So the inning will not continue as they throw the runner out at the plate. And it's still 11-7 Boulder as we move on to the bottom half of the 4th here at Scott Carpenter Park.
Connor Chistecco.
11-7 Boulder. A nice throw from Kelby Richardson. Connected through Hunter Hudson to the plate. Keeps it at the score we currently have. And Chistecco will lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1 to him from Cooper Brotherton. Chistecco takes a strike.
That's
1-0. This one grounded to third. Gathering with it there is Thompson, and he throws out Connor Kosteka by a step for out number 1.
Now coming up for the Collegians.
Kelby Richardson will try his hand at it now. Kelby is struck out and walked. Had that nice throw from right field in the top half of this frame. Kept it at 11-7. Don't run on Kelby Richardson. We've seen him throw out a number of guys from right field this year. First pitch to Kelby. Just misses inside. (1-0). High drive down the left field line. This one is off the fence. Hit off the base of the fence out there, and Kelby Richardson is into second with a stand-up double. So Kelby stays hot at the plate. He's had a nice evening. First game, Kelby was 2 for 2. Scored 3 runs, drew a walk, and he's 1 for 2 with a walk in this one. Kix Farrell, who's also had a solid night at the plate, stands in. Single back in the second. Also popped out in the second as he swung it twice in that inning. In the first game, he was 2 for 3. And he watches one low for ball 1. (1-0). That one's too low again, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to Kix Farrell. They're still in a rain delay up in Denver. Or down in Denver, I suppose. Boulder just northwest of Denver, for those of you unacquainted with the area. And back to second base goes Richardson. Spinning to look at him was Brotherton. No one was really there for a pick play. 3-0 now to Kix Farrell. That one missing in the dirt. And by the way, the Collegians aren't the only team with a 8-run inning tonight. That 5th inning for the Colorado Rockies was an 8-run 5th inning. Headlined by David Dahl, who's making his case to be added to the reserves for the All-Star game. Rockies did have one starter in the All-Star game. Nolan Arenado will start at third base for the National League. This one flown high in the air out to right center. That'll fall in. Rolls all the way to the fence. In to score easily comes Richardson, and Farrell's going to try for third. The throw is not nearly in time, and it's an RBI triple for Kix Farrell. He stays hot at the plate, and the Collegians lead it 12-7.
Now rolling up to the plate for the Collegians, number 15, J.J. Reeves.
J.J. Reeves, the batter now. He's walked and reached on an error, a costly error in the second inning for these Bandits as it gave up 2 runs. They were nearly out of the inning, still leading in the ball game, still only trailing the ball game by 1. But Reeves put the Collegians up ahead by 3. Now they lead it by 5 after striking for 1 in the third and 1 in here in the fourth. Chance to add more with Farrell at third. And Reeves takes one outside for ball 1. And just as I tell you, the game hasn't resumed play. They've resumed play down in Denver. 1-0. Chopper to second. Let's see if they can make the play this time. Brockton Buck's throw is in time to get Reeves, but the run comes in to score. And it's another RBI for J.J. Reeves on a ground ball to second base. And the Collegians lead it 13-7.
Now coming up for the Boulder Collegians, number 7, Johnny Douse.
Johnny Douse, the batter. Douse 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Watches the breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Brotherton. It's high. Wonder how long we'll see Brotherton out there on the hill. He's pitched for quite a while now. We'll Get you a line on just how many pitches he has thrown. And there's a strike. Finds the bottom of the zone. That was pitch number 43 for Brotherton. So extending it a little bit. Swing and a miss by Dowse. It's 2-2. In order to give you an idea of just how well the Collegians have hit in this game, A.J. Artis threw 67 pitches, and in the book, he only went 1 inning. Of course, worked well into that second inning. I think he worked against all 9 batters that reached to begin that second inning before being pulled. So he threw 67 pitches in what is credited as 1 inning of work. 3-1 here on Dowse. And Johnny fouls it away. If you're wondering, and this shouldn't come as any surprise, he had 37 balls and 30 strikes. So the command, a big issue in that second inning. Full count here to Johnny Dowse. 2 away, bases empty. Bottom of the 4th inning, 13-7 Boulder. And Dowse gets beaten. Tough way to get hit by a pitch as it's on a 3-2 count. And he goes down to first base. The good news was it was a breaking ball, so didn't sting all that much.
And just a reminder to fans, this is last call for liquor and or beer. Just beer. Sorry.
Just beer, we ain't got no liquor.
Last call for beer.
So back to the top of the order and Chris Amador. Amador had his best hit as a Collegian thus far in the 3rd inning. A triple down the left field line, would come around to score on a pass ball. He's been on base 3 times today. An error and a walk-in. Johnny Dowse is hung up. Dowse in the rundown. In fact, he's just going to give himself up to the second baseman. And hang on. Are they saying this may have been a balk? What's the call here? Coach looking for an explanation out of the first base dugout. And yeah, they're going to call a balk on Cooper Brotherton, it appears. So Dowse, even though he was hung up, moves up to second base anyway. So Dowse gets bailed out by the balk. And so the umpires will get together and just make sure they've got everything right. And they say yes, they do. So Dowse reaches second base on what appears to be a balk. And coach is going to get a little bit more of an explanation. He seems to be fairly satisfied, and he's back to the first base dugout. So Amador gets a chance with the runner in scoring position now. 2 away, 13-7. Boulder leads it in the 4th.
Still batting for the Collegians, number 1, Chris Amador.
Brotherton looks in. Here comes his first pitch to Amador. And Chris takes a strike. Oh, 1. Missed inside and low. 1-1 now to Chris Amador. One pitch. Oh, and that's off the helmet of Chris Amador. And so 2 straight batters beamed in the inning by Brotherton. Chris appears to be all right. He's down to first base.
Now coming up, number 8.
And I don't know if it's just me, but that lightning seems to be getting closer. Certainly hope it stays away for another 3 innings about. And coach is out to talk to Brotherton. Discussion here on the mound. This has been a rather lengthy ball game. here in the break. We'll try and get you a time of play so far through these first 4 innings. So we're already an hour and 33 minutes into it, according to producer-engineer Mitch Sanchez. And we still got 3 innings to go. How long was the first game, Mitch? That first game couldn't have been more than an hour or so. And this one already in the hour and a half mark. Cowart pops this one to right. Got a little bit of carry to it. But on comes the right fielder, Goldston. He makes the catch to end the inning. But the Collegians strike for 2. They lead it 13-7, by the way. That first game was an hour and 47 minutes long. They went 5 innings. This one an hour and 34 and counting. We're on to the 5th. 13-7. Boulder leads it.
To the end of the grass over there. All right, ladies, start putting those potato sacks on. And the winner gets a Snickers this time around. All righty. All right, girls, are you ready? Not ready? Yes, ready? All right. Ready, set, go. All right. Ooh. Kaya's jumping pretty high, isn't she? That's pretty nice. Way to go, girls. Really putting in maximum effort. Oh, we lost a sack. You did you just qualify yourself? All right. Come on, head over this way. These guys got to warm up. Congratulations. You did so well. Here's a Snickers. All right. Good job, ladies. Let's hurry back.
Thirteen to 7 ball game here in the 5th inning. Boulder, Colorado playing host to this matchup between the Boulder Collegians and the Northern Colorado Bandits. Little interleague play. Collegians out of the for the Collegians. Alex Vitek fouls one off from Parks. 1-1 on him. Collegians will see a couple more of these Mile High Collegiate Baseball League teams on the 4th of July. So play a little, I wouldn't call it a tournament per se, as there's no, bracket or anything like that, but the Fort Collins Foxes will come down here, and each of the 2 RMBL teams will play 2 Mile High baseball teams on the 4th. There's a strike. So come on down to Scott Carpenter Park, the 4th of July. Plenty of baseball all day long. The Collegians will play at 11 o'clock and 6:30, I believe. Both Collegians games will be right here for you on the Collegians Broadcast Network. Swing and a miss by Vitek. He's wearing the hat tonight, the hat trick. 3 strikeouts for him. Parks records the first out of Rachtenbach. Today, 0 for 2, strikeout and a pop-out. First pitch to him by Parks is outside. Isaac's done a marvelous job out of the pen. In a game that was kind of in the balance because of the pitching for the Collegians, it was after the top of the 2nd inning, it was a 7-2 ball game. They haven't scored since then. Line drive to right, that's a base knock right in front of Richardson. But Parks came in that second inning, got the final out, and has not allowed a run since. Meanwhile, the Collegians have gone on to score 11 runs, so they lead at 13-7. Tyler Levine will swing it now. Oh, we got a pinch hitter. Hold on a moment. Let's have a look at just who this is swinging it for Levine. It'll be Garrett Fisher, and Fisher takes a strike. Fisher played in the first game. He went 1 for 2. 1-1 on Garrett here. Parks in the dirt. Nice pick by Davis. It's 1-1. Collegians, if they could hold this lead, would go to above 500 for the first time this season. Currently, they're 13-13. And they would match their league record in being one above 500 in each. 1-1. Off the hands. Hudson will turn and throw to second, and they'll get the out there. But that's all they'll get, is it wasn't hit that hard. Nice play out there by the catcher, Hunter Hudson, at first base. So with Fisher aboard, Brett Thompson will stand in. The Collegians have a big slate of league games coming up here. Sunday, tomorrow, first of all, they'll play against the Colorado Sox, who currently are second, I believe, in the league. Then they'll play against the Fort Collins Foxes, who are still atop the league, on Sunday. This one misses low. 1-0 on Thompson. Then they'll play the Rough Riders, which is another league game, on Tuesday. Then after that tournament Thursday, they've got a big game against the Game Day Saints on Friday. The Saints just ahead of the Collegians in the standings right now. The Saints were spurred by 2 big wins over the Fort Collins Foxes a few nights ago. 2-0, fouled away. And it's 2-1 on Brett Thompson. Just a reminder, the league standings look like this. The Fort Collins Foxes are at 11-3. They sit atop the league. The Colorado Sox are 9-3. They're in second place. They're only a game behind Fort Collins now. This one gets away from Davis, and up to second base goes Garrett Fisher. Game Day Saints are 5-3 in the league. They're in third place. Boulder Collegians are 9-8 in fourth. There, the Collegians are a half game behind the Saints. I want to say they're now 3 games behind Fort Collins and 3.5 behind the Foxes. But I'd have to double check my math there. 3-1 is inside, ball 4. For the Collegians, if they're going to try and make a run at the league, they need to do it outright. They are far ways behind in the tie-breaking category, which I believe is runs against. The Foxes have 61 runs against. Sox 50 against. Their pitching's been tremendous, so has the Saints, 42 runs against. Collegians are at 87. Though all the teams below them are about at that number or much higher. First pitch to Carter Allen from Isaac Parks is a ball, so Parks maybe struggling with the command a little bit here in the inning. 1-0. Line drive to right. That's going to fall in along the right field line for a base knock. It will score 1 at least. Richardson gets to it. He's going to throw down to third, and the runner's still safe there at third base. So Fisher comes in to score. Thompson up to third, and at first base with an RBI single is Carter Allen, his fourth time reaching on the evening. So it's a 5-run game now here in Boulder. Dylan Norson, the batter. He's popped out twice, but also has an RBI double. Chance to add on another RBI to his total here. Swing and a miss at the pitch by Parks. He's down, no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one's a strike as well. The games have been lengthy today, but we can only hope they don't go as long as the game between, who was it last night? The Twins and, who were they playing? I don't remember. It was the Twins and the Rays, that's right. And they went, I want to say something like 18 innings, 6-hour ball game in Minnesota last night. We hope that doesn't happen here. This is all told we're about, I don't know, 4.5 hours into our evening. One-two pitch, and is down low. 2-2. Top of the 8th in Denver. Colorado still up 10-8. Look at some of the wild card races. That appears to be what the Rockies are going to try and make the playoffs on. 2-2, line down the right field line, but this one will get foul. St. Louis leads San Diego 1-0, top of the 6th in that one. The Braves, who are winning the division, but could fall back into the wild card race, won 6-2 today. Good news for the Rockies. The Phillies lost 6-2 to the Marlins. And Milwaukee lost 3-2 to the Pirates. And Chicago lost as well, 6-3. So the Rockies have a chance to make a little bit of a stamp on that wild card race. With a win tonight, 2-2, swing and a miss. Runner has second easily, does Allen, but it matters very little, as that's the end of the inning. So Norton strikes out. The Collegians give up one, but still lead it 13-8. On to the bottom of the 5th here from Boulder. Collegians up big. Bottom of the 5th here from Boulder. And if you're at the bottom of your 5th, you need to go ahead to Sanitas Brewing Company and pick up one of their everyday mountain lagers. 5th inning brought to you by Sanitas Brewing Company here in Boulder. 1-0 on Turner Davis as he takes the ball inside. Davis, Hudson, and Kostecka in the 3rd, but he'll stay right there at second base, and probably a good idea that he did. Why?
I don't know. Did you see the lightning or something? It looks like we're back up.
We good?
Yeah, we're good now.
We apologize for that momentary interruption. Our best guess is that lightning that we were seeing and somehow interfered with our signal. We've got Ethernet here in the booth, so not running off of that wireless nonsense that we do on road games that gives such a bad connection. So we're usually pretty solid here. Not sure what happened. But we're back with you now. In case you missed it, Turner Davis doubled down the left field line. Courtesy runner on for him at second base. And Hunter Hudson stands in. Hudson takes a strike. Courtesy runner's Nick Arrivo. Someone was yelling at him that he needed to go stop being a courtesy runner and head to the bullpen. There were rumors that Arrivo might pitch if this game was out of hand. So we'll see if those hold true. (13-8), Boulder leads it here in the fifth. I'm not sure if it's late enough in the ball game, and I don't think the lead is big enough for them to bring in Arrivo quite yet. We saw what happened when they brought a position player into the All-Star game on Wednesday. Brennan Roselle came on to try and get the final out of that All-Star game, and there ended up being 4 runs scored with Roselle on the mound. Only 2 of them were charged to Brennan, though, so there's that. 1-1 on Hudson, as that one was in the dirt.
We're here to watch the game, not listen to you.
2-1 now, and the Dodgers are within 1 at Coors Field. A ground ball with 2 outs from Max Muncy. Not sure if it was misplayed by Murphy. They're waiting for the official scorer's ruling. Allowed a run to come in to score. Jake McGee had him down 3-2. Well, not down, but had him 3-2. Got him to ground out, and apparently an error, I think, on Murphy. Or maybe, they're still waiting for the official scorer's ruling to see if it was an infield hit. I don't know. I'm just looking at the game cast here. So either way, the Dodgers are within 1 in the top of the 8th. And if you're a Rockies fan, you have a right to be nervous. 3-1 here on Hunter Hudson. Collegians up 13-8. Pitch coming, and Hudson fouls it off the screen of the catcher. Or the mask. Try and get you a line on who this new pitcher is. Haven't been able to spot a number as of yet. Three and 2 on Hudson. Runner at second is Nick Arrivo. Courtesy running for Turner Davis, who doubled. Payoff pitch, and Hudson spoils it, popping it foul. Nice swing there by Hudson to stay alive. That new pitcher out there is Cole Garza, left-handed thrower. So Hudson getting a chance to swing it from the right side again. And that's good news for Hunter, as he was 2 for 2 from the right side earlier in this game against A.J. Artis. He had a single and a home run. Full count on him here. No one away. Runner at second. Arrivo can really move out there at second base. A single ought to score him. Here comes the pitch. Inside ball 4. So Hunter Hudson draws the walk and will be first and second for Connor Kostecka. By the way, Jake McGee finally got out of the inning, but it's 10-9 in Denver. So, well, based on how things have gone against the Dodgers recently, you might want to just keep it right here with us. A 13-8 lead for the Collegians here in the 5th. First pitch to Kostecka. Falls in for a strike. Connors 0 for 1 today, has drawn 2 walks. Oh, 1 to him, missed outside. 1-1 on the way from Garza. Runner takes off. This one flown in the air out to right. Runner's going to have to get back in a hurry. Catch made in right. Throw to second is wide of the bag. Couldn't be dug out. So the Collegians get back unscathed. Goldston's throw skipped in and they couldn't grab it. So Revo back to second. Hudson back to first.
Number 6, Kelby Richardson.
Richardson in from the right side against the lefty Garza. And he watches the first pitch he sees in the dirt. Ball 1. Beer Fest night here in Boulder. Plenty of local brews, not on tap, but in cans here in Scott Carpenter Park. Runners take off. Throw goes down to second. Skips in, gets into center field, and that's going to be a run. They didn't even bother to try and get a Revo at third. The throw went down to second, skipped away, and Nick comes in to score. Up to third goes Hunter Hudson. So Richardson has him 90 feet closer. Fly ball would knock in Hudson and give the Collegians what would now be a 15-8 lead. Pitch to Richardson, missed high. This bottom of the fifth inning is brought to you by Sanitas Brewing Company and their Everyday Mountain Lager. 2-0. There's a strike. Three and one here on Richardson. Here comes the pitch. And Richardson right back up the middle. That's a base knock and an RBI. Kelby Richardson having himself a day as he drives in Hunter Hudson. And the score now 15-8. So the offensive onslaught continues here for Boulder. And that is fantastic. You had someone yelling from the stands, kid tested, mother approved, as Kix Farrell stands in. That's great. Kix has done well for himself today. Been on base twice, and he watches one low for ball 1. With that run, the Collegians have scored 28 runs today. And that one gets a piece of Kix Farrell, and another runner has reached here for the Collegians. They have scored 28 runs in just 9 innings. This is absolutely absurd. They got out of the first game in just 5 innings. They only batted in 4 because they're the home team, because they won at 13-3. The problem in this one, they've scored more runs, but they've given up more as well, and they only lead at 15-8. I say only, as there's 3 runs away from the run rule still. J.J. Reeves would be that run rule run. If he comes across the plate, the Collegians would win it. And J.J. takes a strike.
How about you grab 2 of your guys' pitchers? How about you guys?
0-1, swing and a miss. Oh and 2. Here's the pitch. It's high. One, 2. Reeves takes it in the dirt. Catcher kept it in front of him, did Levine, and it's 2-2. Two count. Garza delivers. He missed high. So full count to J.J. Reeves. He's the winning run. Runners at first and second. One away here in the fifth. Runners take off. Pitch is a breaking ball that missed way outside. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Johnny Dowse. Winning run at first base. Johnny Dowse to the bat.
Boulder Collegians, number 7, Johnny Dowse.
At third is Kelby Richardson. Farrell at second. Reeves at first. Garza ready. Here's his pitch to Johnny Dowse, and Johnny watches one inside. Dowse is 1 for 2 in this one. He has a bunt single and has been hit by a pitch. One-0. Inside as well. 2 balls and no strikes to Dowse. Bullpen is at work for Northern Colorado. Right-hander getting loose out there. That right-hander being Preston Yurt. 2-0 is high and outside. Ball 3. That one not particularly close. Reeves, the winning run runs well at first. 3-0. That's ball 4. So Dowse draws the walk. Drives in a run. And now the winning run moves up to second base for Chris Amador. Coach is out of the dugout. Going to have a chat here with Cole Garza. Not sure if he's ready to pull him just yet. So Coach will leave Garza in for now. Winning run at second. Chris Amador at the plate. Bases full of Collegians and 1 away. They lead at 16-8 here in the fifth.
Now for the Collegians, number 1, Chris Amador.
Oh boy. Well, never mind. It was an old notification. Still 10-9 in Denver. This one's outside. Ball 1. Thought for a moment the Dodgers had scored another run and tied the game, but no, not the case. It's still 10-9. It's 16-8 here in Boulder, Colorado, and Amador up 2-0 now. Reeves the winning run at second. Base hit would likely score him as he runs well. Chris Amador looking to walk this one off after having a big RBI triple or a big triple earlier. And he takes a strike. One of Chris's better days offensively for the Collegians. He's been aboard 4 times. Two-one. Big swing and a miss. Went after a ball low in the zone. Pulled the string on him a little bit, did Garza. And the count's even at 2. Logan Cowart would be next. He had a double in the second. But he's 0 for other than that. 2-2 to Amador. And Chris pops it up. High down the right field line in by the first baseman and not able to make the catch. Is Siebers, and we'll do it again. Ball that was probably Levine's ball behind the plate, but he never got a read on it. So no chance to make the catch. Siebers did all he could coming from deep in the first base hole. 2-2. Bases loaded, winning run at second. Oh boy, and was that ever a tough pitch for Chris Amador to take on 2-2. Just inside the black, and the count runs full. Payoff pitch from Garza. Ball 4. So Amador draws the walk. And now the winning run moves to third base with one away. And the Bandits are going to go to their bullpen. In comes Preston Yurt. We'll take a break while he gets loose. 17-8, Boulder leads it. Bases loaded. Winning run at third when we come back. We come back a little bit early as Preston Yurt gets warmed up to inform you of what's going on in Denver. The Rockies have the bases loaded with no outs and Nolan Arenado, who's 4 for 4, up at the plate. So, of course, we want you to continue watching this game, but for a moment, you might want to flip over to the Rockies. So Yurt continues to loosen here. And you bet we have the Rockies game pulled up in the booth. Big shout out to Tommy Shriver for that. Oh, and the Boulder Public Wi-Fi is not helping us out. Well, Nolan tries to drive in some insurance, much needed insurance, by the way, for the Rockies. And Logan Cowart will try and win it here in Boulder. Bases loaded, one away. The winning run is J.J. Reeves at third base. Remember, the run rule is 10 after 5. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Collegians up 17-8. Yurt ready. Here's his first pitch to Cowart, and it's low, ball 1. Collegians have gone through the order now. Arenado got out, so Daniel Murphy the batter now for the Rockies. Base is still loaded for them. Bases loaded here in Boulder. 1-0 pitch. It's a strike. Davis, who went off the inning with a double, is next. Cowart trying to end it right here. 1-1 on the way. And the dirt gets away from the catcher. Reeves going to hustle right back to third base. Is collecting it quickly. There was the catcher, Fisher. Well, I will tell you this, folks. It doesn't look like Wade Davis is warming up in the Colorado bullpen. Which, well, it's probably a good thing at this point. The 2-1. Cowart, ground ball to short. This could be 2. And if the throw gets away, the ball game is over. The Collegians have won it here in 5 innings. Another error comes back to bite the Northern Colorado Bandits. I mean, error after error have really stung them today. And, well, that's about how you expected this ball game to end. They had a chance at a double play. Phytech threw it away, and the Collegians win it here in 5 innings, 18-8. Yurt got the pitch he wanted, but not the result. So the Collegians play only 10 innings of their 14 innings as they win both games in 5 innings. Won the first one 13-3, won this one 18-8. And for the first time this season, the Boulder Collegians are over 500. They move to 14-13. We will be back with you tomorrow. 6 o'clock is the first pitch for that one between the Boulder Collegians and the Colorado Sox right here from Scott Carpenter Park. We certainly hope to see you out at the ballpark, but in case you can't make it, we'll have it right here for you on the Collegians Broadcast Network. It is Bark in the Park Day tomorrow, so bring your four-legged friend and enjoy a baseball game. 6 o'clock is that first pitch. That'll just about do it for us here tonight. For our producer-engineer Mitch Sanchez and for Jake Shapiro, I'm Ethan Jordan saying so long from Boulder, where the Collegians win 2 of them, both in 5 innings. The first one 13-3, the second 18-8. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.